everyone, welcome back. My name's Amy, this is Dino Budgets, and we are going to do a cash unstuffing to pay back my credit card for the spending that I did here in the beginning of June. So before we get into it, we have to see what T-Rex is trying. We need our laugh for the day. Remember that no matter what type of day you're having, at least you're not a T-Rex trying to tie the water balloons. Oh, I am terrible at doing this. I feel like every time I just barely have it tied, it slips out of my hand and breaks anyway. But I have seen like advertisements now for these like reusable, and they're like two little cup sizes that magnetize together, but then they like burst open when they are impacted against, you know, a person or sidewalk or something like that. Has anybody tried any of those? Like, do they work well? They show them like kind of being used around a pool to where you can just kind of easily refill and throw, and I don't know, they look interesting, and I don't know, maybe I'll get some for the nephews or something, but it definitely looks fun. So let's grab our binder here and open up to what we have to unstuff today. So we are doing June 15th through the 11th. This is, you know, kind of leading up to the 15th when I normally restuff my envelopes of more money for food and gas, for sure. But I definitely, you know, kind of went over in these two categories. I believe in gas for the end of the month. You know, I'm treating it like a sinking fund, so I'm just adding money and continuing. But if I were to keep track, which is kind of hard since I do it to 15th to 15th instead of, you know, 1st to 30th or whatever. I think there was only $30 some left in gas, and in food I had maybe $40, $60. So I definitely went over a little bit, but we did, you know, stuff extra for the next 30 days or roughly so. So we'll see if we do a little bit better and maybe have a little bit more left over by the end so that I don't either have to overstuff as much, or maybe I can even roll it over to savings or something else. So we'll try this month. We'll see how it goes, but let's go ahead, and I've already done the highlighting and everything is marked down for totals. I just like to go ahead and write down what I'm actually going to be pulling from these categories, since I do like to round up or down on some of them. So food, we are going to round up on this one and do 142. Gas will round down just because it's a penny and do 85. Home, we will round up and do 11. And then for dates and gifts, which is a cash fund for me, I think I am just going to round down to make it easy on myself and take out 10, and you know, the 69 cents will either come from rounding up these or from my buffer account. And then we don't have to do any rounding on the yearly bills because that automatically came out to an even number. So there's that. Let's quick see what that comes up to. So 1803, so not too much roundup this time, but every little bit adds up, guys. I have, you know, come to find that it really does, every little bit add up. So let's move our foodie sticker here out of the way. Let's get our totals up there for you. And let's go ahead and we'll start with dates and gifts. That was a cash fund. Let's grab that one. I was having a rough day. Just all the things were adding up on me and I was stressed, and I came home and my husband picked up on all my cues, and when he went to go fill up the car with gas, he so sweetly went into Costco and bought me a bouquet of purple tulips. It's not a flower he grabs very often, and so it was nice for something different, and they were purple, my favorite color. So thank you and shout out to hubby for that, because it definitely made my day after being completely stressed about just some other things going on that day. So we are going to take out 10. I do have change actually, and so let me grab that. All right, I don't normally have change, but I had some money that hadn't gone back to the bank yet, so we are just gonna swap this 20 for 20 so that we can break that and have exact dollar amounts there. So I will just go ahead and take out the 10, set it off to the side here, and we still have $30 left in dates and gifts. So not too much to unstuff cash-wise, which is kind of why I have my system set up this way. So I do both digital and cash envelopes. And so the ones I choose to do cash for are ones that either A, I know I automatically pay cash for them all the time. For example, my car fund in here for like car maintenance, I have a little local shop that I go to, and I like to pay them cash every time I get an oil change or repair. Or when I get like my hair done for a haircut, or if I treat myself to getting my nails done, that is stuff I always like to pay in cash. So that's the type of stuff I like to keep in cash. And then I will start to add a couple more categories in here, because the other thing I do is if it's a long-term savings goal. So for example, right now I got Christmas, and Christmas for me is definitely a long-term savings goal. And instead, I know some people keep it in the bank because they could get an interest on it, but the amount of money I save up for Christmas really wouldn't earn that much interest, and it's not tempting to me to take from it to maybe pay a bill that I wasn't expecting, or some spending that I shouldn't have done, and be like, oh, I'll just catch up in that account. I keep it out in cash so that I'm not tempted to touch it unless there's like a true emergency and I need the extra money. So I have a couple of categories I like to keep in cash just for those reasons. Everything else I keep digital just because it is money in, money out on so many of those categories, like food and gas and bills. You know, those are just things that I don't want to, take out of the bank, stuff, unstuff, every week, every other week. Just saves me a few trips back and forth to the bank. So let's grab digital, because we have a lot of money coming out of digital. So I didn't have any bills that came out of the account in these 1 week, I guess. We're only doing 1 week. So food, we need to take out 142. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 859, 920, 30, 540. So we have 940, and we are taking out 142, meaning we should have left 798. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to do 750, 770, 790, 95, 97, and 98. Alrighty. So not quite the 15th, and we're already below that $800 mark that we had last month. So we'll see how it goes. Gas, we're going to take out 85. So let's see how much we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 350, 70, 90, 95, 401. And we spent 85. So we should have 316. So 1, 2, 3. We'll take a 5 and 6 and add a 10 for 16. Doesn't take much for gas to add up when, one vehicle, just because it has a larger tank and doesn't get quite as good a mileage, like takes $50 to fill up, which I'm grateful that it's 50 in our area, because it was closer to 100 when gas prices were higher. So I can't complain too much. It's a big hit when you're normally used to like $30 to $35 fill ups, and then all of a sudden you have like a 50 some and you're like, oh. But medical, we don't have anything out of there. Home, we're going to take $11 out of. So we have 50, 70, 75, 76, 76 minus the 11. We should have 65 left. So 50, 60, and the 5. Not too bad. Was hoping to put some money additional into this one this time. Just wasn't going to be the case. So if you know, you know, if you saw that budget with me, you'll understand. And that is because of this bad boy right here, our yearly insurance bill. We need to take out $1,555. That was like a $200 and some increase. Yeah. So we have $1,555. That is going to completely wipe out my envelope, and I will have to start stuffing for my car plate renewal here very quickly, because that is due in July, the month of July. So at least I have most of the month to be able to pay that. All right, so that one's all empty. That is it. Hopefully I will have a bill exchange for some of the cash and digital funds. I think some of those actually could be condensed down a little more. I don't know, it's worth checking out. So hopefully we'll have one of those coming up soon here within the next couple of videos. But that is it. I'm gonna go transfer these from their accounts into my checking and make a credit card payment. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing budget. I would love to have you be a part of the Dino Budgets fam. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until we see each other next time, bye.